must be dreaming, dreaming. I must be dreaming, no, dreaming. I must be dreaming, no, dreaming.
What's good, Yantaa gang? I'm back with another motherfucking video. And before we get this started, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, make sure you hit that bell button so you get notification every time that I post a motherfucking video. And if you're not part of Yantaa gang, then join the fucking channel, because we're the best game on YouTube, and that's on that, and that's a motherfucking period. So I'm back with another fucking story time. Y'all already know how this go. Before I get that started though, make sure you follow my social medias below the screen, because you know your bitch is popping now, so that's on period. So before we jump into this motherfucking story, I had did a poll with my close friends, and I was like, do y'all want this story time or a different story time? And everybody wanted to hear about this story time, which I knew, because if you didn't know, my Cancun trip was a motherfucking shit show for me. And I've been on a lot of getaway trips, but Cancun was probably one of the worst ones, even though I try to make it the best out of it, respectfully. I try to make the best out of the situation, but you know how people are. Like, I'm not a cap, and before I get started into this too, all I want to say is, sure you really know who you're on a trip with. Like, make sure you really that are your friends that you can really go on a trip with, because now you cannot go on a trip with all your friends. Certain friends are meant for certain things, and if you ain't know that now, but now you know. Okay, but yeah, before you go on a trip with anybody, make sure these are your right motherfucking friends, and make sure that you can really go on a trip with them. I'm so sorry for the noise, I'm sorry for the heater, but obviously it looked like the fucking heat is from. Alright, so we're back. So before I start this story time of my Cancun trip, for anyone that was in this trip, that knows the situation, I don't want you to feel away. I don't want you to think there's any animosity, there's beef or anything. Like, bitch, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about anything, anyone. I don't give a fuck about no one's feelings. I really don't care. So, but don't feel away, because I'm just saying my story. So what's that? So now we're gonna jump into this little story time. Okay, so if you have not seen my Cancun vlog, you should go watch it so you can really see. Yeah. I don't know, I feel like this is gonna be a little mixy, because I did post the vlog, but a lot of people want to like know what happened on the trip, and which is understandable, because in the vlog I did not show all the bad stuff that had occurred, and that's why I really couldn't record in my vlog, and I wasn't really trying to say that in my vlog, but this is the reason why I didn't mostly record, because there was drama after drama after drama after drama on this trip. And we're just gonna get into it. Okay, so day motherfucking one. I think this is July 15th. We go to Cancun. It's on a Thursday. We're there for a whole week. This is a whole week of bullshit, alright? Right. So we get to the flight. We touch down in Cancun. Everything lit sitchy. I think the next day, the birthday boy birthday was the next day, or I think so, the next day. So it was me, birthday boy's friend, best friend, and two sisters, right? And it's just the six of us. And like I said, we get to the B&B, great vibes, we're chilling, we're everything. Do y'all know the first night we starved? We didn't even eat. I didn't even eat the first 2 days of being in Cancun, because everybody was so busy just, you know, running around, trying to get drunk, doing their own thing. And niggas didn't even know that restaurants and food places in Cancun close around 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock. It's between 12 and 2 a.m. Like, it's one of those times, you feel me? And yeah, so I starved the first 2 days of being in Cancun. That's one. I think day number 2 or day number 3, I'm not even sure. But all I know is we had the zip lining and the dirt bike the second day or the third day, but whatever day that was, we're gonna get into that. First one, we went to the place where we went bike riding, zip lining, and we went jumping off the cliff of the pool, all that good shit. While we're leaving the place or whatever, we ended up hitting somebody. To be honest, we dead ass hit somebody. We're saying it's the other man, but he hit us too. So it was like a two-person thing. Like, we both hit each other, you feel me? I wasn't driving, but I was in the back seat. But the driver did hit the other car, and the other car did hit us. So it's like they hit, you know. So what happened was, when that had happened, the accident had happened, we pulled to the side of the road. And when we pulled aside to the road, everybody gets out the car and start blacking on the guy. So meanwhile everybody's blacking, someone in the group takes a picture of his plates or whatever, and then we drive away because we're gonna call the insurance and tell them what happened and stuff like that. But meanwhile we're pulling away, the guy's following us. The guy is dead ass following us. So when he follows us, we see the cops. So the cops stop us, and then come to find out, he called the cops on us when he hit us. Well, we both hit each other, but whatever. And the cops was trying to work us, baby. Cops was trying to work us. When I mean work us, they was like, no, it's your fault. We should just take you out of jail, da da da. And mind you, the guy that we hit, he was Caucasian that spoke Spanish. I'm not a cat. Don't ever go to a Spanish country and you don't know Spanish. They will try to work you like crazy. Throughout this whole trip, these Mexicans was dead ass trying to work us. I'm not gonna cap. This is not no racist shit. This is not none of that. This is real honesty shit. Like, the Mexicans was dead ass trying to take all our bread. So we talking to the cops. Well, I'm not talking to nobody because I was hungry. I didn't even get to eat. I was drinking liquor on an empty stomach. Yes, on an empty motherfucking stomach. I was drinking on an empty stomach. When we was eating at the resort or whatever, a bug had flew my food, so I was not eating that shit, period. So I was starving, I had an attitude, I was not with it. Mind you, we didn't even have no motherfucking weed. Weed was done, all that. So come to find out, the guy gonna tell the cops that we smell like weed. How the hell we gonna smell like weed? We ain't even got no weed. You know that made me upset. How the hell you gonna say I smell like weed and I ain't even got no damn weed when I really want some weed? I was tight. Like, how dare he ever say that? Like, we even had no damn weed. So this incident turned to an all-day incident. Like, it got to the point where we had to go to the police station. When we got there, they took the car keys. So we couldn't even move. We were stuck at the police station for almost 6 hours. So we're literally sitting in the car with no keys. They said we can't get the key back until our insurance come and check out the car and stuff, the situation, and give us back the key. What insurance company you know is gonna come at 9 o'clock at night to give us back our key? Dead ass. Same thing I said. 9 o'clock at night. This shit went on to like 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night. And we left that place around, I say around 4. It was that shit was like an all thing. So we're starving. We're sitting in this car. So it got to the point where 2 people that was in the group, they had to walk all the way back to the B&B because we needed ID and we needed something else. And what we needed, we didn't have it. So 2 of the people went to the B&B to go get what they had to get, which was like a 30-minute walk, 20-minute walk. And me and his friend, the Brady boy's friend, we were just in the car chilling. Like, but at that time my phone was dying. I'm hungry as hell. I'm aggravated. I'm over it. And then the driver and the best friend was in a police station. Mind you, catch this. Do you know they would not let them out the police station unless they paid up $150? Yep, girl. Yes. The fucking cops was trying to keep us. Well, not keep us, but they try to keep 2 of the people that was in the group. They try to keep them in the jail. And they could not leave it till someone pays it up. And the guy had to pay too. So it was like a mutual thing. So the guy had to pay $150, we had to pay $150. But it's like, nigga, you over here complaining because you want to pay $150? $150? Are you serious? You over here driving down this Mercedes Benz, the newest one, and you don't want to pay $150? Like, mister, you don't pay $150, so guess what? No one had the $150 right there on hand. No one had it. The cops didn't even want to let them go until we gave them $150. So whoever was inside the police station, he offered to take us to the nearest bank to get the $150 out. I was the only person in the group at the time that had the bread right then and there. Of course, because y'all know, a bitch don't ever go nowhere without no bread. That's just me. I'm always the bitch with the bread. Okay. So, you know, I went to the bank, got the money, got back in the car, and we ended up getting the money to them. They paid it, and then we ended up going back home. The time we got back in the house was 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. Time we get to the house, we can't even eat nothing because everything is fucking closed. So we get up the next morning, and next morning we just chilling out. We just really vibing out. We went out to eat, went out to brunch. I think that's when we finally went out to eat. We finally went to brunch, as you see in the vlog. We did go out to brunch. We were just chilling. That was a good vibe. I don't feel like none of the drama really start there, but the drama starts after this day. So we're doing a whole lot. So now everybody gets drunk. Okay. And one thing I wanted to make this point clear. During that time, my grandfather had passed away. And my grandfather is one of the most important people in my life. That's really like my best friend. So during this trip, I had just lost my grandfather, and I really went on this trip to get away and just, you know. But come to find out, while I was in Cancun, whatever, the funeral and stuff like that, that took a toll on me because, you know, one of the days I ended up isolating myself. I ended up staying in my room, but it was his birthday. But I ended up being in my room, and I was crying and stuff, and everybody was feeling the way. Everybody was just yelling and da da da, like, you're not trying to spend my birthday with me. I'm like, at the end of the day, bro, like, I understand it's your birthday, happy birthday. I just lost my grandfather. I need time to grieve. I need time to really sit here and get my thoughts together. Also, you feel me? It's a trip to get away, have fun, a peace of mind. I didn't come on this trip to sit here and argue or stress the fuck out. Like, I put bread into the shit, mad bread. So it's like, I'm about to use this. I'm about to use this time to really just get some peace in my soul, because just lost my best friend. Literally a week before the trip even we got on the trip. So it was just like, okay, sorry, we bad because mommy loved Wallace. She over there yelling and shit. But yeah, like I said, yeah, I also came on this trip, like, this is just how I feel, and this is my personal opinions about everything. Yeah, I came on that trip to really just, I came for the birthday boy, of course. Like, you feel me? That's my motherfucking, for me, that's one of my friends. You feel me? Of course I'm gonna come on the trip for you because it's your birthday. But also, I also came for a peace of mind. Plus, I was in a toxic ass relationship with a Gemini. But yeah, so everybody was upset about me isolating myself for like, what, 1 second out of the trip. But it was just like, can you really blame me? Like, can you really blame me? I just lost my motherfucking best friend. I just lost my best friend. And it's just like, damn, let a girl grieve. Let me be. You feel me? Like, let's be happy I'm even on this trip. That's how it's really giving. Like, bro, let me be. Let me have my time to myself. Like, and then we could just party and do whatever. So I actually took the time to be with myself. I apologize because I didn't, you feel me? Like, I didn't want no one to feel away. But it's like, I'm breathing also. Like, I just lost my best friend. So, but after I apologized or whatever, I don't know why I was apologizing. Maybe because I just didn't want conflict. Like, I really just, at that point in my life and now, I don't want no drama. Like, I don't need it. Like, when you lose someone that's very, very close to you, that you really love, you change. Like, you don't even want that. Like, you want all that negative energy and everything to just, wow, like, I don't need that in my life right now. Like, so I apologize. Took a little shot. We getting fucked up. We drinking, chilling. So it comes to, I wish I could see the fucking vlog, because I don't really know how to. This was 6 months ago, guys. More than 6 months ago. So I'm really trying to sit here and try to piece the how everything went. Okay, yeah. So granted, that day we went, the day after the brunch or whatever, granted, we was in the house, we chilled or whatever. I think we went to the strip that day. The first day we went to the strip, it was calm, it was good vibes, it was chill. But we didn't get to go partying because we came too late. Like, the strip was soon to close type shit. So that day was a calm day. We ended up drinking, we ended up talking that day, just venting to each other, having a good vibe. The next day, we go to the strip again. This is when shit goes down the little fucking hill. This is the tea y'all been waiting for, because ain't nobody gonna say no tea, but I'm gonna tell it, because this is some motherfucking tea. So, as you see in the motherfucking vlog, y'all see the part where we in the club partying, da da da. So, that day we go to the strip. I know this is a little TMI, but around that time I did catch my monthly. If you're a female, you know what I'm talking about. I ended up catching my monthly on the trip, which was not supposed to happen. That's because I was stressed out, because the person I was talking to was stressing me out while I was on the trip. Like, he went to argue with me while I was in a whole different country. Y'all New York niggas is toxic for real. Like, why are you trying to argue with someone's in a whole different country? Like, that shit was blowing my eyes. But anyways, he was stressing me out to the point where I did catch my monthly a little early. So I wasn't really feeling the club. Like, for me, I had cramps. But it's like, I'm not about to stop my fun. Like, I paid too much money on this trip to not have fun. So we said, fuck it, let's go to the strip. So we go to the strip, we go to the club. As you see in the club, we had the little section. We was under the DJ. Like, we were right next to the DJ. We drinking. We had 2 gallons of Henny, any chaser. We chilling, you feel me? It's a good vibe. After we leave the club, because we leave the section, of course, we fucked up. We had 2 bottles of Henny, but we ended up sneaking the Henny or whatever. It was so crazy. It got to the point I was walking out with a cup of liquor under my dress, because my dress is long. So I'm walking out with a cup of liquor and I'm just holding it. It was dumb funny. He was drunk, fucked up. So after we leave the club, we get on the strip, because at Cancun, the strip, you know, the strip is lit. So we on the strip, we talking to mad people. Everybody's drunk, everybody's fucked up, everybody's chilling. So here comes all the mix up. So while you on the strip, you know, meet a couple boys, meet a couple girls, we flirting with people, we really getting to know people. In the midst, someone steals the motherfucking Henny bottle. So while everybody is going to go get the nigga that stole our Henny bottle, come to find out who stole, well, I didn't know what was going on. But when that was happening, I was on the phone arguing. They were trying to go get the guy who was selling flowers that took our Henny bottle. So they was gonna go beat him up, but I didn't know about this until we all came together. I'm like, what the fuck happened? What happened? There's like someone trying to steal our Henny bottle. Mind you, one thing I realized about Hennessy is not meant for everybody. If you don't know how to control your emotions, do not drink Hennessy. And that's no shade, and that's no just sitting here trying to be funny. No, that's dead ass shit. Everybody having Hennessy, everybody's, you know. Yeah, so we all chilling. We taking pictures with random people, da-da-da. In the midst while taking a picture, white. Bitch, I don't give a fuck, I'm white. Some white boy that hit my Gucci frames. This white boy took these Gucci frames off my head and walked away, and I never seen him after that. Guys, I paid close to $500 for them Gucci glasses.
I know you fucking lying.
Miss you, bitch. But yeah, my motherfucking Gucci glasses got stolen. Got fucking stolen. Tight. So in the midst of that happening, of me realizing that my shades got stolen, the birthday boy's friend goes and he says he had to go pee. So he finds his little spot on the sidewalk and go pee. But in the midst of it happening, the cops pull up on him and try to book him. One thing in Cancun we didn't know about, that you cannot pee on the sidewalks. So you cannot use the bathroom on the sidewalks. But we're from New York. In New York, that's common. Like, I don't want anybody to in the comments trying to judge. Like, if you're from New York, this is what we do. Like, you gotta do what you gotta do. So in the mix of that, they try to book him. So when we realize that, we go to him and be like, what the fuck going on? They like, oh, we catch him peeing, da-da-da. Everybody's off that Henny. So everybody is like, we're trying to talk to them, but everybody's being hostile at the same time. And I feel like that wasn't working because the cops was getting upset. But then they was like, oh, we need $300 or we're taking him to jail. Birthday boy fucked up. We all fucked up. So now we going to the ATM. First it was me, the birthday boy, and the sister. We went to the little ATM, pulled the money up. The time we got back to the friend, the best friend, the other sister, the cops was gone. And they was like, yeah, the cops is gone or whatever. They didn't even have a badge on them. And because they didn't have a badge, you cannot arrest someone without no badge. So they end up leaving. They end up leaving and just leave everything alone. So that was a good part. So after that happened or whatever, we end up going back to the car. But in the midst of going back to the car, everybody's arguing. Everybody's upset that everything that had happened had just occurred because it ruined the night. And the time all that finished, everybody in the strip is ready to like go the fuck home. So everybody's arguing on the way back to the car. Well, not all of us, but 2 people are arguing. It's the birthday boy and with his sister. So they're arguing, and you know me, we in the car, I'm chilling in the back seat in the middle, and they just arguing. And it got to the point where the birthday boy gets up out the car and he starts blacking. So she's next to me blacking like, oh, he wants to fight, he wants to fight, he wants to fight. And I'm like,
Bitch, you tried it.
I must be dreaming.